In this video, I'm going to talk about why I joined eXp and left Keller Williams. It's been 2 years now, so it's been a while, but I keep getting asked the question over and over and over, so I thought I'd shoot this video about it. But first, a quick background, my real estate career. So got licensed at the end of 2012, right off the bat joined Keller Williams. Loved my time at Keller Williams, met a lot of great friends there, learned a lot. And I never thought I'd actually leave Keller Williams unless it was to start my own real estate brokerage. I had a real estate team, few agents doing about $20 million a year in sales, $600,000 gross commission, just over was my best year selling houses. And it was at the end of 2016 when I was like, I want to see what else is out there. So I decided to go to ESO, Expansion Systems Orientation, which is Keller Williams training on how to expand both in your local market and nationwide. There's a lot of agents doing this. And I really enjoyed the class. There was nothing wrong with it. However, I thought there had to have been something more. It didn't seem like, there was maybe a lot of profit in it, but I was gonna give it a shot. It seemed like it was more in beta mode at the time, but I was gonna give it a shot. So I got back, this was October 2016, got back to my local market, told my real estate coach, I'm gonna do this expansion thing, and I'm gonna give it my all for 1 year, and if I like what's happening, if I like how it's progressing, if I'm enjoying myself, if the lifestyle fits me, then I'm gonna keep going. If not, I'm gonna start my own real estate brokerage, because at that time between me and all my agents, we were paying, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year to the market center, and not getting a lot of value because we always hired outside coaches and whatnot. So we're gonna do our own thing. I loved Keller Williams. I just want to make that point clear. Still a great company. I've been to Bold 5 times. People that love Bold are like, yeah, that's awesome. People that have been to Bold once and would never go again are like, man, I'm sorry to hear that you went to Bold 5 times. But I went to Bold 5 times. My wife went twice. I was on the ALC for 2 years. So I was heavily invested in KW. But anyways, so my real estate coach says, before you do anything, just take a look at this video. And it was a webinar on eXp. And I have the same one that I can share with you if you want to take a look at that. So I watched it that night and I was absolutely blown away. If you haven't seen this webinar, you gotta check it out because I actually couldn't even sleep that night. I watched it several times over the weekend while I was walking my dogs. I was listening to the audio. I showed my wife, I think that Saturday night. And I knew that following week I was gonna make the switch, because the model to me was so powerful. You see, when I first joined Keller Williams, I saw the opportunity for profit share. I didn't join because of the profit share. I didn't even know about it when I first joined, but once I did join, I saw that there was some people, one of the gentlemen who was an owner in my region, my team leader was like, this guy's making $20,000, $30,000 a month passive income, traveling, doing all this cool stuff, I wanna help you get there. And after about 4 years, my profit share never exceeded $5,000, $6,000 a year. And what I've discovered is if you really want big opportunity inside of that system, you probably need to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars, open new territory, which there isn't a lot left, maybe buy a market center or whatever it might be. I just didn't have the money. I didn't have the desire to go that far into the management, the growth of it. I saw that the profit share probably wasn't gonna be something that was gonna completely change my life. Grateful for that amount of money that was coming in, but it wasn't life-changing. But when I saw eXp, I saw it positioned as where it was in the 90s. Just massive growth opportunity, ground floor opportunity. eXp is still a ground floor opportunity only 2 years later. When I joined, we had only 2,400 agents, which was too early. People still had no idea what it even was, so it was harder to share the eXp opportunity with people because it was just so new. But now it's prime time. We have over 16,000 agents now. The buzz is out there. Our company's starting to go viral. We're growing really fast, so now it's the perfect time to get in. I saw that as a big opportunity to earn some passive income that could potentially change my life, change the lives of my team members, and the lives of the agents that I know in the industry. And one of my mentors said to me, AJ, worst case scenario, in a couple of years, you're still selling a bunch of houses. Best case scenario, it completely changes your life. And that's what I was going for. So first I want to talk about the 5 reasons why an agent would join eXp, or why I think they should join eXp. And then I'm going to talk about why I joined and what my goals were, but what my thought process was, my mindset when I first joined the company. So the first reason an agent would join is because of the commission split. It's 80-20 commission split. That's great for cash flow, especially if you're not a capping agent. If you don't know what a capping agent is, that just simply means once you pay in a certain amount of money into your brokerage, you cap. At eXp, it's $16,000. That's the number 2 reason why you'd want to join eXp. So, say on a $10,000 commission check, if you're at a brokerage where I was, KW, it was pretty much $6,436 by the time you consider the franchise fee. So I would keep $6,400 of a $10,000 commission check. But at eXp, I'd keep $8,000. That's a $1,400 difference. That's a big deal, especially for agents who don't cap, because that's real money. The second reason that I just mentioned is the cap. It's a $16,000 cap. My cap was $25,000. That's a big difference too. Once you cap, there is a $250 transaction fee that goes into play for the next 20 transactions, with a $5,000 cap on that. However, once you hit that cap, you're eligible to become an icon agent, and what that means is you get your entire cap back in the form of company stock. I was awarded that my first year with the company, got my entire $16,000 back in stock. Huge blessing at the time where it was trading at. That was around 4,500 shares of stock, which today, at the time of this video, the stock's around $11 a share. You do the math, 4,500 times 11, that's a whole lot better than even a 100% company. And we have a lot of icon agents in our company. In most markets, you need to sell about 32 homes to be an icon agent. Even if you don't become an icon agent, the cap is still only $16,000. That's not bad. So reason number 1 was the splits. Reason number 2 was the cap. Reason number 3, I think, is the training and technology. The cloud campus, we have over 30 hours every single week being taught by top producers all around the country, and a video archive. That's huge. The training is unmatched. Being able to get your questions answered in real time. If I have any concern, question, I go right into the cloud campus, and within a matter of minutes, I'm getting my question answered real time. You got to see the cloud environment. It is so cool. And the lead generation platform, KV Core or Commissions Inc. you get to choose from. Great lead generation systems. I mean, I was paying for Boomtown at one time $1,500 a month to do what KV Core can do. For $50 a month is the monthly tech fee at eXp. That's pretty dang good. The 4th reason is the stock. I was like, if I'm selling houses anyways, why wouldn't I want to be at a company where I can earn stock? So right now, on the first sale of every single year, you get $200 in stock. When you cap, you get $400 in stock. When you refer an agent to eXp, you get stock when they sell their first house. I already told you about the Icon Agent program. And also, if you want to take 5% of your commissions and go into the agent equity program, you get to take 5% of your commissions and buy the stock at a 20% discount. That's like an automatic retirement program going into play for you. Super cool, and that's only available for eXp agents. Now, the 5th reason is the revenue share. So on the first level, or the first tier, whatever you want to call it, when you sponsor an agent at eXp, if they're a capping agent, that's $2,800 a year is what you get paid. Say you sponsor 5 agents, that's 5 times $2,800. All right, I just grabbed my calculator. I'll make it a little bit easier on you. So 5 agents, if they're all cappers, that's $2,800 times 5. That's $14,000 in revenue share. What I help my team do is help those people tell other agents about eXp. So if you sponsor 5 agents and then they sponsor 5 agents, that's another 25 on your second tier. So if we do 25, and on your second tier for a capping agent, you get $3,200 per year, and this is paid out per month. For the previous month when they close a transaction, you don't wait till the end of the year. It is paid monthly. I get that question all the time. So 25 times $3,200 is $80,000. So on your first tier, you're getting paid $14,000, and on your second tier, you're getting paid $80,000 for a total of $94,000 a year in revenue share. And what I liked about that is it was set percentages. So I was like, I can business plan around that. I can budget around that. I know what it's going to be every single time someone closes a transaction. On the first tier, if I sponsor someone, they sell a house, $10,000 check. That total commission, I get paid $350 because it's 3.5% of the gross commission. So I was like, well, that's pretty cool. Now, this is where it gets into what my mindset was when I joined eXp. So I was like, I'm going to keep selling a bunch of houses. That's how I pay the bills. That's how I provide the lifestyle for myself and my wife. And we're doing pretty good. But I was like, if I can just share eXp with some agents that I bump into or that ask me about it because they're curious, why I made the switch from my previous brokerage, well, what if I could get 5 a year? This is me sponsoring 5 a year for the next 5 years. That would have me sponsoring 25 total in 5 years. And the example I just gave you was just sponsoring 5. Could you sponsor 5 over 5 years? I don't know about you, but I have some favorite restaurants. I have some favorite places to travel to. I absolutely love Amazon Prime, so I'm referring that all the time. You share things that you love. And if you're not at a company that you love, then you probably shouldn't be at that company. You should be so ecstatic about the brokerage that you're with that you want to share it with other people. That's my mindset. That's my thought process, at least. I thought in 5 years I'd sponsor 25, one every other month or so. And I was hoping, based on what other agents in the company have done, my mentors, that could grow into 500 within 5 years. That was my goal. 25 in 5 years, that would turn into 500 agents in 5 years through the 7 levels of revenue share that eXp offers. To me, that would mean financial freedom, complete abundance, like just so excited, like 10 out of 10, crushed my goals, so excited. So what actually happened? Well, after my first year, I only sponsored 9 because I was heavily focused on selling houses, and this eXp thing, I was still feeling it out. We only had 2,400 agents. We weren't even on the NASDAQ stock exchange yet. So I didn't know what it was yet. So I wasn't really telling everybody about it. It was usually like someone would ask me and I'd be like, hey, watch this video I watched. I'm excited about it. Maybe you'll like it. It was that simple. So that 9 turned into 157 that first year. Pretty good, right? I was happy with it. Seemed pretty good. I didn't really know what to expect that first year. But after the first year, I saw that this was happening. I saw that it wasn't the worst case scenario like my mentor told me, which is, I'm still just selling a bunch of houses. I saw passive income coming in. That first year I had a month where I earned $6,900 in revenue share. I think I did that by July or August. So I was like, this is something. I'm gonna start sharing it with the agents that I've met at conferences, that I've had cross sales with. I'm gonna reach out to a handful of them. And to this day, I haven't reached out to that many people. It's mostly people reaching out to me because they're curious. So fast forward to end of year 2, I have 25 in my first tier. I actually hit 25 like in June or July in my first tier. And I hit 500, which was my 5-year goal. I hit 500 June 18th. That was 18 months in? Absolutely unbelievable, amazing. I have a great team. I have so many high caliber real estate professionals on my team, like go-getters, and we have a system now. We have a duplicatable system on how to replicate this success. We're doing it all over the country. Out of those 500 agents, it's now 6 months later turned into over 1,000 agents in 33 states and 2 Canadian providences so far. And that's absolutely unbelievable. That's like 4 times, 5 times the size of my previous office. Like, that's absolutely mind-blowing to me. My wife and I, this past August, we sold our house, and we've been traveling the country for the last 6 months, not to grow eXp, but just for fun. We still are working on the road and helping our team grow, but we're completely living a passive income-driven lifestyle because of the opportunity at eXp. I feel so blessed that we came across this opportunity, that someone had the courage to share it with me, and it's completely changed our lives. I'm super impressed with the company. I did not expect this. It's just, when something offers that much value, it becomes this thing where when people know what it truly is, not just what they heard about it, they want to be a part of it. And at this point, we're part of a movement. We're changing real estate agents' lives. My mission is to help as many agents as possible to be able to earn enough revenue share to where they can pay their mortgage, their car payments. Because if you're a real estate agent watching this, which I'm sure you are if you're watching it, this far into it, a lot of real estate agents don't even pay their taxes, or they don't pay them on time, or they go a couple months without a sale and they can't pay their car payment or their mortgage because they're in a little, slump. But what if you had $3, $4, $5, $10,000 a month in revenue share coming in? I get all the time, like, how does that even work, that the company shares revenue? Like, the revenue's already out there. Like, we're cloud-based, so we don't have all that bricks and mortar, so we can share more of our revenue than, say, a bricks and mortar company, but all that money's already out there. Instead of just the owners keeping it all, now it's flowing down through the agents. The reality is the agents are the ones that are building these companies. And for the first time ever, now the agents are being rewarded for it. I'm super passionate about the company. If you want to take a look at it, please reach out to me. You can just shoot me an email, just AJ.Mida, M-I-D-A, at exprealty.com, or just find me on Facebook or Instagram and just shoot me a message. I would love to share my experience in more detail with you. I would love to share that webinar that I talked about that kept me up really that whole weekend, just so excited. I'd love to share that with you. Or if you just like to take a look at, how can this really roll out and play into your business? The goal is to sell as many houses as possible. However, start to build your wealth, your revenue share part-time. If you were just to partner with me and gave me 3 to 5 hours a week, I could definitely help you build something significant for your future with this company. So reach out to me. Hopefully you got a little bit of insight of why I made the move, why an agent would make the move to eXp, and if you were to partner with us, what you might be able to expect or at least shoot for. So thanks for watching. I know it's a long one, and again, reach out to me, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about this crazy opportunity called eXp Realty.